Chapter 9. Small on the world after all. That's impossible, Hector sputtered, staring up at the giant statue that had just sprung to life. He couldn't believe his eyes. How are you doing this? Even pain and panic lurked back in the shadows, clearly afraid. The statues of the other gods watched over them with placid expressions, still and silent. Hey, kid, Zeus isn't the only one who can pull this statue trick, Hades smirked. Don't insult me. Hector's eyes flicked to the Zeus statue. He ruled over all the gods and Mount Olympus where they lived. But he wasn't coming to life at the moment. Hector couldn't believe what was happening right now. He was talking to Hades. Zeus. As in your brother? Hector said, his mind whirling. Anger flashed in Hades' eyes. The blue flames on his head suddenly flared orange, tinged with red. Flaming hotter, Hector felt the heat surge, making his face burn. Ugh, my brother, yes, Hades said, rolling his eyes. Don't remind me, Mr. High and Mighty, Mr. Hey You, get off my cloud. Sorry, Hector said, backing up, but what do you want with me? I'm just a kid. You're a god. Oh, right, Hades said in a casual voice. You want to win that Zeus Cup? Well, I can endow you with super strength and speed, godlike powers. So you are shoo-in to win. He leered down at Hector. All you gotta do is drink this potion. Hades snapped his fingers, summoning Pain and Panic. Coming, your luxuriousness, Pain rasped, while Panic flicked his fingers, producing a crystal vial with a strange potion burbling inside. They scrambled to approach the statue, tripping over each other in their haste. Careful, Hades snapped, flaming red again. Those potions don't grow on trees. Pain and Panic cowered back in fear. Hades turned to Hector, controlling his temper. His hair calmed into soft blue flames again. Wonder Boy, what do you say? Hades spoke impatiently. Hurry up, I don't have all day. Or rather all night. What time is it? Hector quickly thought it over, but something bothered him. He remembered the lesson on the Greek gods his father had taught. I'd say it sounds too good to be true, Hector said suspiciously. He stared up at Hades and crossed his arms. What do you want from me? You must have a reason for doing this. You're Hades, after all. Ah, my reputation precedes me, Hades said with a knowing cock of his head. All I ask in return is that you bring me the Zeus Cup after you win the race. That seemed simple enough. Hector just wanted to win. He didn't actually care that much about the Zeus Cup itself. He could turn it over after he claimed the top spot in the race, right? Then he remembered the empty trophy case in the store. His family was dying to display the Zeus Cup for the entire town to see. What do you want the cup for? If I give it to you, will I eventually give it back? Or get it back? Hades smirked. Of course, kid, if it means that much to you. As for what I want it for, I'm not sure I trust you enough to tell you. You gotta be careful who you tell secrets to, you know? Hector hesitated. Listen, it sounds really great, but if I'm going to win the cup, I want to do it on my own merits. Ugh, so heroic, Hades said with an annoyance. You remind me of that other hero guy. Hector had no clue who he was talking about, but didn't ask. Listen, kid, that girl you're up against, she already played dirty to win, remember? Yeah, but that doesn't mean I should, Hector said, even as doubt seeped into his heart. Making it worse. Pain and Panic morphed back into shadows, reenacting the scene from the preliminary race. He watched as May pulled him off the wall and into the mud trap. Splash. Wow. Had it really looked that bad? Hector felt humiliation surge through him like red-hot fire, just as searing as it was the day he lost to her. The same thing could happen again at the big race. Hades sensed his opening. Hey, if you don't want the deal, no biggie, he said shrewdly. I can always take it to the girl. No, don't do that, Hector said right away. So, we have a deal? Hades prodded, leering at Hector. Just tell me one thing, Hector said, stalling. His mind reeled as he thought it through. Why do you want the Zeus cup so bad? Fine, Hades rolled his yellow eyes. The cup is the key to releasing me from the underworld. My annoying older brother imprisoned me down here, he added, cocking a thumb toward the Zeus statue. And well, kiddo, it's a small underworld after all. I'd like to get out, stretch my legs, breathe the fresh air for a change. Hector knew that older brothers could be pretty annoying, but still he hesitated, unsure if he could trust Hades. He was the god of the underworld after all. But what are you going to do when you get out? Hector asked, still suspicious. Why now? Sounds like you've been locked up down there for a long time. Hades' hair flashed orangey red again, but then he controlled himself, breaking into a charming smile. Don't worry about it, kiddo. It's just some god stuff, he added with a wink. The usual Mount Olympus family drama. It doesn't concern mortals. So what do you say? We help each other get what we most want? Or should I talk to the girl? Hades raised his eyebrows while Panic held up the potion vial, tempting Hector with it. He thought the deal over. He couldn't stand to lose again. His whole family was counting on him. Plus, if he didn't take the deal, then May would definitely accept it. All the training he'd done for the last 2 years would be for nothing. The thought made him feel sick. Hades was right. May had been willing to play dirty to win. Why shouldn't he do the same thing? It was just a little help, and no one would ever know. Fine, I'll do it, Hector said at last. I'll drink the potion. Really, he didn't have a choice. This was the only way he could ensure that he'd win that race. As you wish, Hades said, gesturing to Panic. Before he could second-guess himself, Hector snatched the potion from Panic's hands. He removed the stopper, took a deep breath, then drank it down in one gulp. The liquid tasted bitter and foul, almost like rotten eggs, and it singed his tongue and throat. Then, suddenly, searing, burning pain shot through his entire body. His muscles cramped and bulged, rippling and feeling like they were tearing apart. No! Hector screamed, writhing in pain and falling to the ground. What did you do to me? He flailed around on the ground, his whole body burning. Stars danced in his vision. He was starting to black out from pain. What did I just do? Hades' cruel laughter filled his ears. Sorry, I forgot to mention that getting super strength and speed might hurt just a little bit. A little bit? Hector thought. He was in the worst pain of his life. Who's worse than when he fell off the wall in practice and lost consciousness? Worse than when May pulled him into the mud trap. His body twisted and contorted while his muscles bulged out and rippled. He tried to cry out again, but no words escaped his lips. Then his vision went dark.